guys, I have wanted to do something like this for literally the past year and a half or so. It's such an obvious idea. From the moment I played Minecraft for the first time in 2021, I've been at least thinking about this idea. Build a behemoth from Dauntless in Minecraft. But why'd it take so long? Well, I'll talk about that momentarily. But first, if you enjoyed this concept, then please, for the love of God, like this video. This video was deceptively painful to make, taking well over 30 plus hours or something. And if you want to see something similar again, then please hit that like button. I mean, I might do something similar again anyway, just not quite on this scale. If you want something on this scale or even bigger, then you really have to hit that like button. And if you want to see just regular Minecraft gameplay, I posted one of those generic 200 days of hardcore Minecraft videos on my second channel. I don't plan on that being the main format of the hardcore world, but it made sense to do just to get the world off the ground. If you're not necessarily interested in that, but want to help me out, I would also appreciate you subscribing to the second channel. It's possible I'll also post other games that don't necessarily fit the theme of the main channel here. So I decided to finally actually get a video out on this concept. I would just do it in creative mode. Kind of the quote easy way out, but in the name of having this concept for a year and a half at this point, I was pretty much over it. I figured I would build fenroar to start off, seeing as it was recent and I wanted to do this sick shot with the moon behind him. So I did both it and the background, and oh boy did I underestimate this type of building. I thought I would do multiple behemoths for this video, but the size I chose was 250 by 180. My tiny monkey brain didn't understand just how freaking massive that is. 250 by 180 is a clean 45,000 blocks. Just placing 45,000 blocks might take you a few hours. Hell, just running 45,000 blocks takes a long time. But to have to place 45,000 blocks and make sure that they are all in the correct position, and with having a ton of different blocks you have to place, it takes a crazy long time. With the variety of blocks involved, the inventory is not nearly big enough. This leads to probably several hundred blocks of this thing that you have to go into the creative menu for to actually search that block. And if a block was used somewhat frequently, but not quite enough to keep it in the inventory, then you could go over to the other portion of the build where that block was, and you can middle mouse click it and then bring it all the way back. Plenty of little things that add up over the course of thousands of blocks. But while I play the initial footage, let's go over why it has taken me a year and a half to do this video. There are several reasons, but the main one is ambition. Obviously, because my successful attempt was 45,000 blocks. I wanted to do this in survival, making it feel a bit more special. But of course, gathering the materials to do the builds with took a long time, in which I would just end up playing Minecraft a bunch and losing focus on the goal. And then once I finally tried out hardcore mode, I of course wanted to do the video on hardcore, the superior game mode. And I actually did do this. However, I just sort of lost motivation to finish that video. The hardcore video on the second channel gave me a good perspective on how to deal with videos that have a crazy amount of footage. The trick is to edit down a lot of the video portion first, then make the script and so on. Because watching back the unedited videos while making the script sucks, because you then have to go and find the thing you're talking about in a folder or multiple folders that have several hours of gameplay on them. Or you just have to mark in the script which points come from which video source, which if every single line you're saying is coming from a different video source, then you can see how that gets really tedious. But I'm so used to just making the script first that whenever I've had a video that took a long time like this, I just never ended up posting it. I've had over a terabyte of footage intended for one video several times, but I could just never finish them. But now that I've got that sort of experience under my belt, I would feel more confident in finally posting some of those videos that involve a lot of gameplay. But another reason that I lost interest in the particular hardcore attempt that I did was that I actually died, but continued to play in the world to finish the Nasher, and that just kind of defeats the purpose of hardcore mode. So that is why we are here now, and you are watching me build this fenroar in creative. And not gonna lie, I thought this was gonna take like 8 hours at most, but by the time 8 hours rolled around, I don't even think I was halfway done with the background, and I hadn't yet touched the behemoth. Overall, I spent like 8 hours on Sunday, probably 13 on Monday, then another 8 or so on Tuesday to finish this. And then for another 2 to 3 hours, I recorded back the replay footage that I had. If you were wondering, yes, I did have nightmares about placing blocks. They were just going down randomly. They weren't being placed in any order. They weren't being placed according to the picture. Sadly, I didn't have the replay mod installed for the first 10 hours or so of this project, so that's why you've seen me just placing blocks in regular view rather than a nice time lapse. But don't you worry, friend, here is your nice time lapse of the last 2/3 of this build or something. Guys, that was 160 times speed, and it still took 5 minutes. My god, this took so long. But hey, I ended up getting good at it, and I could probably save a few hours off of that if I were to do it again, and it was something different and a learning experience. What did we learn? 45,000 of anything is a huge number. But anyway, this has been me building a fenroar in Minecraft. Thank you guys for watching. I would greatly appreciate a like on this video and a sub to both this channel and my second channel. And again, check out the video over there if you want more Minecraft. But I have been Trevor, I go by the Mr. Trails, and I will catch you guys next time.